I tell you, if you don't talk about that elephant in the room, about money, chances are, in the future, mapupuno kayo and suddenly you want out. You will not only see the good sides of that person, but you will also see the bad side of that person.
Mga OFW or yung mga nakalabas, they don't like yung mga ganun na mindset na laging hinihingan actually. Labag sa loob nila yun. Sinasabi lang nila sa inyo na hindi. Kasi masasaktan ka. Pag nakita mo yung ginagawa nila sa labas, it's not easy. Welcome to another episode of the Press Play Podcast, guys. So, nandito ulit kami. We're gonna be talking about our lives and mga topics na I think will be very helpful for a lot of you, especially in our generation today. So, we want to talk about something about dating and the marriage scene because, you know, there are some news and mga celebrity chismis, yung mga, all that stuff na nangyayari recently.
Yeah.
But it all depends on when you're watching this one. But anyway, the first question that I want to ask, or kind of like topic that I want to bring up, is yung mga relationships na long-term, and then bigla na lang na wawala, you know, nasisira for some reason. I don't know, 'di ba? Yun yung mga recent na nangyayari sa mga celebrities dito sa Philippines. But I'm very curious about why that could happen potentially and what could be, you know, siguro baka may solution ba. What do you think, bro?
But before that, I'm Ian,
There you go.
Bida,
Yeah,
multi-potentialite, and here's my co-host, Dread.
Yay! Simpleng tao. Nakalimutan ko mag-intro about sa amin.
Okay lang yun. We're not perfect.
There
Bakit
you go.
perfect ba kayo? So,
Go.
going back to your question, first is yung kay Bea, no?
Yeah.
I don't know who the guy is, but you know,
Dominic Roque daw ang pangalan.
Dominic
Yeah,
Roque.
yeah.
Yun. So, ilang taon ba yung ano nila?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Pero, it's a long-term
Yeah.
relationship. Define a long-term relationship. More than 1 year? More than 2 years?
I think sa akin, like, if I don't know, like 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
5 years siguro. 5 years or more. How about sa'yo? What do you consider na long term?
More than 2 years siguro,
Oh,
ganyan.
dang.
So, personally, I've been in a long-term relationship 6 years, and you know, there are lots of ups and downs in our relationship. Yung hindi nyo na-agree with each other.
Misunderstandings, right?
Yes, misunderstanding, and those are the elephants in the room, right? Na dapat pinag-uusapan ng partners. Going back, ano yung foundation ng isang relationship?
Alright.
It's trust. Once the trust is broken, mahirap na yun sa
Correct.
balik. So, what I think about that relationship is you need to continuously build trust with your partner as you go along with your relationship. And of course, important din, I know we've talked about this in our previous podcast episode about alignment. Alignment in beliefs, alignment in your values with your partner. And of course, no, marami talagang factors din yung isang long-term relationship. Maybe may involvement of a third party. Hindi natin alam.
Yeah.
Right? So, that's my thoughts about that, no? Hindi mo talaga masasabi, walang one size fits all when it comes to long-term relationships. But, the secret to long-lasting relationship is, siguro, is yung communication talaga. Na, to the point na kaya nyong pag-usapan yung mga bagay na mahirap pag-usapan.
That's
or
true.
yung mga elephants in the room. So, ano usually yung mga elephants in the room? It could be problema sa pera. Let's be real.
That's one. That's a very big.
Yes,
very big
most
factor.
divorce in America or even the different parts of the world is caused by money. And as early as boyfriend, girlfriend pa lang kayo, pag-usapan nyo na yung usapang pera. Because we will be dealing with money for the rest of our lives, right? Ano yung beliefs nyo about money? Ano yung values nyo about money? Baka naman hindi kayo aligned when it comes to that. And I tell you, if you don't talk about that elephant in the room about money, chances are, in the future, mapupuno kayo and suddenly, you want out.
Mm.
Parang, you will just press the eject button. I want out. So, that's just one point. Money.
Marami pa.
How about career?
Good.
Tama ba?
Pwede rin.
Pwede rin. What if ayaw nyo ng long distance relationship?
Mhm.
What if sa parenting, ayaw nyo ng, let's say, ang gusto mo, limang anak. How about siya? Gusto niya lang isa.
Yeah. What if ayaw niya pang magpaanak or ayaw niya magkaanak,
Yun din.
di ba?
Tapos, sa usapang kasalan pa. Sino yung gagasto?
Mm.
Babae ba o lalaki?
Both ba kayo?
Both ba kayo? 50-50 ba kayo?
Right.
Those are just some things, no? And a lot of things na hindi pa natin na-mention and the like. So, marami talagang factors when it comes to maintaining a long-term relationship.
That's a good point. Kasi maintaining a relationship is actually the hardest,
Yes.
di ba? Madali lang go
Go into
a relationship because everybody can just,
you know,
mag-usap lang kayo.
yes. You know what? When you're first starting sa yung dating stage pa, getting to know each other, masaya pa. It's because everything is new.
Mhm.
Everything feels so real. Parang, nasa kayo, isang fairy tale story kayong dalawa.
Butterflies in your stomach.
Butterflies in your stomach and everything. You can feel the heat when you are in the zone when you are with your person. Right? But, pagdating nyo ng 2 years, ganyan, based from my experience, dyan na yung make or break period. Dyan na lumalabas yung kahit mga simple things, little things, pag-aawayan nyo na.
Right.
Konting bagay lang, konting ganun lang, selosan na.
Mhm.
Yan. Konting konting, galaw lang, duda na.
Right.
So, yun talaga yung mahirap talaga, bro. Tama talaga yung sinabi mo na mahirap i-maintain yung isang relationship.
That is true.
Because as you go along together, you will get to know that person more, right?
Mhm.
And malalaman mo kung ano yung baho ng isang tao.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You will not only see the good sides of that person, but you will also see the bad side of that person.
Yeah.
And it's up to you if you're going to call out your partner, hey, you are doing this wrong, or hey, I don't like this.
Mhm.
Or, pwede mo lang i-keep inside up until to the point na ayaw mo na.
Yeah.
So, yun lang talaga, bro.
So, di ba kanina mention mo like trust is one of the big factors rin.
Yeah.
Di ba when it comes to the relationship. But a lot of people rin, they say na isa sa mga factors for a relationship, and we're talking about like romantic relationships, okay?
Yes.
Diba?
Romantic.
And they're saying that, communication is a must.
Yes.
Diba? Pero there are times when people communicate but you're not comprehending the other person.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Mm.
So, ano ba dapat, di ba? Dapat ba both? Do you think it should be both talaga dapat? Because like, communication,
Yeah.
we nagko-communicate naman tayo all the time, parang ganun, di ba?
Yes, we communicate, but we are not dating gurus here,
Yeah.
dating coaches
Yeah, we're not.
here. Guys, disclaimer lang. Alright? But, this is just typical human psychology, human nature that men prefer direct communication. Tama?
Correct.
But women prefer indirect communication.
Naalala ko yung sorry. Yung sorry daw ng lalaki, direct to the point. Yung
Yes.
sorry daw ng babae, gumaganon-ganon.
Yes. Funny it may seem, bro,
Yeah.
but it is actually true.
That is true.
Like, There's one time that I want to play because I was so stressed, no?
Mm.
I had this hobby of playing cards, Yu-Gi-Oh card game. And, you know, we are still in the second year or third year of our relationship together. Tapos, it's my way of distressing. Pero sa
Outlet.
kanya, yung gusto niya is, akin lang yung time mo, akin lang, akin lang. So, yun yung point na, bro, na when they say, the women says no, yes, when they say yes, it means no.
Yeah.
And when they say no, it means yes. So, tayo mga lalaki, nagiging confused tayo kung ano ba talaga yung totoo.
Yeah. We need to learn womanese, bro.
Yeah. So, kailangan basahin mo not only the, the language, the speech of your partner, but the body language as well. No? Kung nagiging sarcastic na ba siya. And for you people na na gusto mong akuin lahat ng oras ng partner mo, bigyan mo naman ng space.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi naman yung buhay niya or buhay natin is nakapaloob lamang sa iisang tao. Tama ba, brother?
Yeah, that's true. Tama naman.
Kasi ang nangyayari dyan, kapag fino-force mo yung tao na magbigay ng time sa'yo kahit labag sa kalooban niya, ang mangyayari niyan is masasakal siya. And, kapag nasasakal yung isang tao, what do you think will happen?
That's true. Dead.
Mahirap.
Dead.
So, as couples, you need to come into what we call compromise.
Mm.
Hindi lahat or all the time, happy ka. Dapat, meet halfway kayo.
That's a good point.
Sige, ito na time. Sa'yo to.
Mm.
But I also have time for myself. I also have time for my family. I also have time for my friends. I also have time for my passion. I also have time for my business.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
There's
good.
time for everything. So, yun lang naman, bro, when it comes to that.
Yeah. That's a good point. Kasi nga mahirap nga yun talaga, especially nowadays, yung the dating scene or even yung relationship talaga, It's just marami ng naghahalo na mga ideas, right? And because of that, parang hindi mo alam whether or not you're doing the right things in your relationship or not. Diba? Because you are hearing one advice from another and then you're hearing maybe the opposite.
Yes.
Diba?
There's no one size fits all
Correct.
in everything.
Correct. So, yun,
Yun, again, we're not dating coaches here.
Oh.
It's just based from experience.
Yeah,
lang
get
naman.
our dating program. Joke lang.
Walang ganon, guys.
Walang ganun.
Wala kayong makukuha ang dating or coaching program sa amin, ha?
Oh, wala pa galing kay Ian. Wala pa.
Hindi kami nang bubudol dito.
Right, so like I actually want to switch gears as well kasi like I recently went to a Baguio trip and then I was with my family. Okay? And then after that, yung usapan namin doon is about typically problems natin at this age, right?
Yes.
And then one of the topics that was raised was about yung marriage is being used as a way to escape responsibility from the family, right?
Yes.
Kasi for example, if you are, let's just say, single, di ba? Pag ikaw single, and then after that, meron ka pang family na inaalagaan, right? Your mom, your dad, sister mo, may pinapa-skwela ka pa, right? Diba? May binabayaran ka utang ng dad mo siguro, ng mom mo. So yun, sa'yo yun, lalo na if eldest ka.
Tama.
Right? Pero I've heard na there are people who use marriage as a way to get out of that. Para hindi na sila magbayad and then ipapasa na yung responsibility
Sa younger.
sa younger na sibling.
Yeah.
So do you think that's true?
Yeah, I know so many people
Yeah.
like that. And it's actually true.
Yeah.
Na ganon. People, there are two things lang naman when you have a problem, right? It's either you fight or you fly away.
Yeah.
And that's just outright flying away. Right? And the bad thing about that is kawawa kawawa yung younger. No?
Correct.
Kasi instead na pa-build pa siya sa kanyang life, pinasa na yung responsibility sa kanya.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So, that all boils down to, financial management of the parents, Kasi hindi naman talaga responsibility ng anak yung retirement plan.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Yung retirement
Yung
plan.
retirement plan ng parents.
Yes. We as parents, I'm not a parent. Sorry. Parents
Uh-huh.
should be the ones responsible for their retirement fund, not their kids. Right?
Yeah.
But, financial literacy in financial education is not taught.
No.
It's not taught in school.
Hindi alam ng most, ng parents natin most of the time, yung
Yeah.
mga ganun na concepts.
The fact is, right, when we retire, our income stops, but our expenses
Keep on going.
keep on going. So we'll have to prepare for our retirement so that our kids won't be burdened with those kinds of situations.
Mm.
Hindi na aabot sa ganong panahon. Alright? So, yun nga. Yung panganay, yung nagiging breadwinner.
Mhm.
It's their sole responsibility to carry the family. Right? To provide.
Alright.
But it's actually not the responsibility of the panganay to do that
Yeah.
in the first place. But we Filipinos, meron tayong tinatawag na utang na loob. And guys, let's be real, utang na loob cannot be paid. Unlimited yan.
Unlimited. Forever.
Unlimited yan.
It's a forever
yan.
utang.
Forever utang yan.
Yeah.
And kaya ngayon, we as millennials and Gen Zs or soon to be parents in the future, let's be responsible with our finances. And if you want help with your finances, I'm more than qualified to help you with that. Just send me a message on my Facebook.
Amen.
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 So plug na lang.
Yeah,
Shameless
diba?
plug.
Shameless plug. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of agree with you naman eh. Like, I think that's one thing na ako personally I'm scared about.
Yes.
Kasi nga, growing up rin, nakikita mo rin yung struggle ng parents mo, right? And then
Tama.
after that, gusto mo rin silang tulungan. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Pero at some point rin kasi ang mangyayari is that you're going to have to start a family of your own if gusto mo yun.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Pero ang mangyayari nan if meron ka parang responsibility to your parents or let's just say yung mga younger siblings mo to parang buhayin sila, paano ka? 'Di ba?
Paano ka angat?
Paano ka angat? Paano ka paano ka makapag-start ng sarili mong life talaga?
If
Diba?
you are being sandwiched
Mhm.
by the older generation and the younger generation. So, aka a
Sandwich
generation.
tayo na generation. Yeah.
So, it's actually very hard to move on with your life, push through your dreams and aspirations. Ganon.
Yeah.
Imagine mo, akalain mo, yung mga financial decisions mo nung 20s ka, yung 30s ka, it will all trickle down to the next generation. So, doon papasok talaga yung sound financial management and financial planning.
Mhm.
So, hindi natin dapat yan kakaligtaan as millennials and Gen Zs. Alright?
Right. So, ganun yung situation, right? Like, so, if, let's just say, yung eldest, right? Supposedly the one who is taking care of the family.
Mm.
Diba? Pero let's just say, nagkaasawa na.
Mhm.
And then it goes to the next na kapatid or na sibling.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So what if yung sibling na yon merong work and then siya yung naging sole breadwinner ng family,
Mhm.
right? Pero the person actually wants to have a life of their own na rin.
Mhm.
So paano yun? Wala nang next in line. 'Di ba? What do you think? Ano kaya sa tingin mo?
My God, this is going to be, like, I may get cancelled for this one, but anyone who is capable of working is a breadwinner.
Correct.
I may get bashed for this, but meron talagang sa isang family yung capable naman of working. God gave us our skills, our abilities, our hands to get busy every single day.
Mm.
And for me, those are able to work are considered breadwinners. Of course, of legal age.
Yeah.
Capable, walang sakit, healthy, that's capable of working.
Yeah.
Yung mali kasi sa atin is inaasa natin sa isang tao lang.
Mhm.
Pero isipin nyo, what if every single family member becomes a breadwinner? Anyone above legal age, anyone who is healthy, anyone who is capable with skills and abilities to make money. Anong sa tingin mo ang mangyayari for every Filipino family kung ganyan lang yung mindset?
Kung ganyan lang yung mindset, marami aangat.
Lahat tayo aangat.
Yeah. Marami aangat.
Simple lang bro. Example, OFW. Kapag OFW ka, angat ka na, magaling ka na, mayaman ka na. Pero in reality is, naghihirap din yung mga OFW. Anong nangyayari sa OFW natin? Mga family member natin OFW. Inaasahan all the time.
Mhm.
Yung mga relatives, kahit apo sa tuhod or distant relative na, kaabot ng tulong, umaasa pa
Oh
rin.
yeah, bro. Yan yung start of the kickbacks, bro. Para meron silang sariling kickback nila galing sa OFW.
Kasi akala nila madali.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Take it from me.
Yeah.
I worked outside. Mahirap.
Mahirap.
And then after that, that's why like yung mga, let's just say yung mga OFW or yung mga nakalabas, they don't like yung mga ganun na mindset na laging hinihingan actually.
Tama.
Labag sa loob nila yun.
Tama.
Sinasabi lang nila sa inyo na hindi kasi masasaktan ka. Pero pag nakita mo yung ginagawa nila sa labas, it's not easy. So, ko na lang is that be passionate or be compassionate about them kasi they're also working for their families talaga.
Tama.
Kung direct family ka ng OFW, isipin mo na, try mo kausapin sila, baka naghihirap sila doon, di ba? Naghihirap sila to actually help you go to school para meron kayong living expenses. Kausapin nyo sila, anong sitwasyon nila doon, baka naghihirap talaga sila sa maghanap ng work, di ba? And then after, hingi ka ng hingi. Hindi easy yun. And then, let's just say, relative ka rin ng OFW. Do not push yourself. Huwag mo ilagay kagad yung position mo doon sa spotlight ng family na yun. Kasi meron silang family na meron rin silang problema.
Tama.
Wag mo na isingit sarili mo doon.
Wag mo nang ipapilit yung sarili mo.
Yeah.
So guys, to wrap up this episode, it's more of family, relationships, and dating.
Yeah.
Right? Tama. What do you think? Ano yung mga reaction nyo doon? Ano yung mga violent reaction nyo?
Yeah.
Ano yung mga cancelable na sinabi namin? Paki-comment naman doon sa baba para sumikat kami. Joke lang.
Amen.
We encourage engagement. Share nyo naman kung ano yung mga key takeaways nyo dito. Ano yung gusto nyo or anong hindi na gustuhan. So that we will improve more. And of course, we'll see you on the next episode of
The Press Play Podcast. Bye.